Come with me to paradise. Welcome to my paradise. I welcome all of you, all of you, all of you. All right, everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's the boy with the Pampers and Toys, Al, recorded from paradise. Please all make sure you like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel, the boy with the Pampers and Toys. Please all make sure you like, share, subscribe to your family, your friends, and all of your enemies. And also follow me on X and Instagram at the boy with the Pampers and the Toys, or 2 on X. And we're going to finish up a little Street Fighter action figures. And I do apologize before I go any further with this figure about Dee Jay. I did a Cammy video, and I had some technical issues with sound during a part of the video, like at the end. So I was about to delete it, but you know, I'm a raw and uncut person, so I just went ahead and just said, you know what? I put it out, made a mistake on there when I was editing the video, and I'm an honest person. So, you know, thank whoever viewed it. I don't know, it was raining that day, so the sound was kind of, so I better be, and I had my earpiece in, so next time I better really take caution. But anyways, enough about that. My apologies, everybody. We're going to be talking about no other than one of my favorite characters from the Super Street Fighter series, the video game, Mr. Dee Jay. And I found this figure at the flea market, antique mall, not flea market. Well, it is a flea market. It's not far from me at all. It's like maybe not even a 4-minute drive. And it was only 11 bucks. And I'm very grateful. I know y'all can't see it because my camera has rotated, but I snagged it because they want like some money for this figure online. And Dee Jay, I'm gonna give you what I remember at Dee Jay growing up. Dee Jay is a Jamaican fighter. I used to compare him to Eddie from Tekken. I don't know why. I don't know why. But I don't think their fighting style is alike. And he was a music, I think he was like a rapper or a singer or something like that. And he was one of the few characters that got added to Street Fighter. Him, T-Hawk, Cammy, Fei Long. And I think that's the only 4 that got added on them 4, if I'm not mistaken. But we'll look at the back of the box, you know, when I'm ready to open it up. So, I like this figure, but I do see some flaws in this figure, just a little bit, not a lot. But we're going to get it open, so, you know, enough talking about that. So as you can see, I paid only 11 bucks for him at the antique mall around the corner from me, and that booth I normally go to, they have like a lot of, I don't know where this person gets their products from. Do they buy it wholesale, or who knows, they may get it free, I don't know. I'm just saying. Just seeing stuff over there, like, it looks like a lot of the toys I buy, figures, whatever, dolls, etc., the box be kind of smashed up, or the package be smashed up, but I still buy it because long as the product is not damaged, I will buy the product because the person sells it, he or she sells it for very cheap. As you can see, this Dee Jay was 11 bucks. So, but on like the back right here, it shows everybody. Now, Blanca comes out sometime next month. And I definitely want him. He was one of my favorite characters. And Dazum, I'm going to get him and M. Bison probably maybe sometime this week, possibly. And Saga, I don't know how you pronounce his name, Saget. I call him Saget growing up. But Saga or Saget, correct me in the comments. Like, I can really tell when somebody types how to pronounce it. Maybe I need to go on YouTube and look at the origin stories. I don't know, shoot. But basically, I need to get Saget, and Akuma. They're gonna come out with Akuma real soon. I want Vega, definitely, and Barlog. I definitely want him as well too. E Honda and Zangief, pretty much. And they got Evil Ken right here. I think Evil Ken's been out for a minute, but you know. But I love, you know, I like the box and everything. I'm gonna get it open so you can see the background of the box, the background of the package behind the character. So as you can see, the background is his stage. I guess in Jamaica. That was a beautiful stage, by the way. I always thought that Capcom made some of the greatest artwork when it comes to like their video game characters, from Final Fight and Street Fighter, and Capcom produced a lot of great games over time period. Resident Evil was one of the biggest. Street Fighter first and foremost, respectfully, well, and Final Fight to a degree, and Resident Evil was like one of their biggest moneymakers of all time. So I thought that background was pretty good. If you want to do like some photos and put that in the back, I just throw them in the garbage. I don't keep cardboard. Okay, I got Dee Jay open now, and I'm gonna say he looks good, but I guess me being a person of a certain age bracket, I remember all the figures back in the 90s and 80s were all kind of like the same size, even He-Man and Ninja Turtles to a degree. And so we're, now, what, 30, 35, 40 plus years later, action figures have been out for a long time, since the G.I. Joe and Army Little Figures, situation. So I feel like all the Street Fighter figures to a degree are kind of the same height too as well. And when you look at the kind of like wrestling figures as well too, to a degree, some of them are kind of the same size too. It just depends on who. And Dee Jay, from what I remember, is a lot taller than this, and he was taller than everybody else. He was probably like Sagat's height. But I can Google his age from what the creators of Street Fighter actually wanted his height to be. But he's short compared to the other figures, and I'm going to show that. And then I feel like his skin tone should have been just a little bit darker than that. Like they have him like great right here. When you look at it side by side, respectfully, it's not really the same tone. And then there's a lot of blotches on the figure. I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer or anything like that, because I do like the figure. I'm glad I have him in my collection family. But, that's just my opinion, neither here, neither there. So let's get down to it. So as you can see, the head sculpt, it looks just like him. It really does. I'll excuse my hands for being all beat up, everybody. Like I said, I work a hard labor job. They got this ponytail on the back of here. They got this little M cut right here. I guess M means maximum. Now, I could have sworn that there was a big mystery of Mysteria that the side of his pants said something else besides maximum. But it's no biggie. I don't really care. So he does look up. He looks down. The ponytail actually does come out as well too. I really don't want to take it out, but you can. Well, it won't come out for me, but I saw it. One of my friends actually took it out of the back of his head, but me, I got heavy hands. I'll rip it. So so he got a double jointed ballpoint head like that. Move it left and right. So the neck is pretty a decent length, so he can have good movement. I feel like a lot of these figures don't have a good neck movement. He does come with accessories as well too. So as you can see, he comes with this chain right here. It's a real chain. You put it around his neck. I mean, like, I'm really teaching y'all how to do something. But real quick, he does come with a second head sculpt, so I'm gonna be fair and show that. Now, this is just my opinion. I'll put it on him real quick. Okay. So, I believe when you look at this head sculpt right here, if he didn't have that little pigtail on the back of it, whatever you call it, the little plait, I don't think I would know if it's his Dee Jay. He looks like a real anime character. Like, if you would have changed his skin tone, he would look non-melanated. And it's not really a big issue, but I don't know, it just doesn't... Street Fighter, I guess you can go ahead and say it's in the anime world as well too, but it just like a regular anime head sculpt. I wouldn't know which cartoon comes from. So, but the other head sculpt, I would definitely know that it's Dee Jay, just because I don't know, that facial feature right here. It's not a disappointment. It's just not my cup of tea. But I'm just want to show everybody. And the little plait right here, you can spin it around to a degree. But I don't want that on him. I'd rather have the other one on him. All right. So he got the chain around his neck. I love that this figure has butterfly joints. I love butterfly joints on any of my figures. I don't care who it is. Now, as you can see, the skin tone, I'm trying to make sure everybody can see it. You see there's some redness on him. And I don't know what that was supposed to mean. I guess that's his veins. If, you know, he bulk up or something, he's supercharged, or I don't know. But like, they have lightness right here, then it's all brown right here. So I don't know if the painters knew where to go with his skin tone. I think they should just make him a little darker brown all over. And, you know, he is short. The figure's short. So he does come with an extra set of hands as well, too. I'm not going to use these hands. I don't really care for them. I may buy another Dee Jay figure just to keep the hands. Like, he did do that pose, I think, at the end when he won a fight, a battle or something. And he can do the splits, which is pretty cool. And let's see. Nice little thigh boot swivel right here. And his chest area, I love the chest area pops. Real easy without loosely and too tight. I think that sets on a good ball point as well too. His waistline, pretty cool for what it is. And let's see. Look at that. So nice little he got pinless joints, and I love everything pinless on my figures. I'm so proud to not have too many. Well, I got a lot of pinless. I got a lot of figures with pins and pinless. Hey, it is what it is. Now, he can kick up, which is pretty cool. Let's see, can he, like, I'm gonna try, folks. I'm not really good when it comes to posing these figures. I don't know how these guys and gals out here do this, but I be trying. Well, I'm gonna try, everybody. It's worth it. Nope, I can't. Maybe it's this. Nope, because his feet. I'm not good with that. So his feet, like, okay, when you look up at his pants, it's like a different tone on his knees. I don't know why. Like, if his pants supposed to be one color, make them one color. But it's like a light shade. If you can tell, I don't know if my light is blocking, but I'm trying my best to get everybody to see that. So, yeah, they didn't have to do all that extra Y and Z stuff. And like right back here, that annoys me too, that these little knee joints right here in the back, I call them calves. Or is it calves or the shin? I don't know. Correct me in the comments. It's just a different shade. Like, make it all the same color. Make it match. But I get it. It's figures. I'm not trying to be picky, people. I promise. I just feel like if I didn't pay them $11 for this figure, so I didn't pay a full $26. As y'all can see, I need to go over to the flea market today, see if they got any more figures out. Anyways, so I do like his articulation of his feet. Nice little back and forth right here to a degree. And the feet do kick up. You got that little ball joint back here. So if you have a problem standing him up, let's see, can I stand him on a DC Comics? Let's see. Maybe, maybe not. No, I don't think I can, because he's about to fall. Yep. I almost look like a pizza tray. You put in the oven and cook a pizza. Yep. I ain't gonna be able to do it. So I tried. I mean, he fits on a stand, but I think he's too heavy to try to do that part. But overall, I give this figure a definitely. I give him an 8.5 out of a 10. The reason why I did an 8.5 is because he's supposed to be taller, and then they had too much discoloration with him. I don't like all that extra stuff. I mean, if you're gonna make the man melanated, make him melanated. Don't make him. I don't know what the red's little lines is for. I guess they want him to look like the comic books, but the comic books don't look like it either. But real quick, He does come with one of these little stands right here. I know Cammy didn't come with one, so it's very odd that he came with one. So if you want to do that, put that on here. Well, you know, if you know, you know. I gotta bend down to get this. Okay. So I'm gonna put this on real quick. I know I'm not doing it on camera. I'm so not really okay. Yeah, there you go. So you just put it on there, and if you want to kind of do some pose, some pictures, or maybe something. I can't remember what all the moves Dee Jay did. Like I said, I used to give him an Eddie. Is it Eddie Gordo? Eddie from Tekken, like mixed up. I guess because of the they're both Jamaican. That was how my childhood was. I don't know, folks. I'm trying. You know, but let's go ahead and do some compare and contrast with him real quick. As you can see, these are the main three people that came. They were 3 out of the 4 3 out of the 4 new characters that came back in 1993 for Super Street Fighter. And I remember when I got that game, everybody in the neighborhood was like, "We gonna go over your house." That's when I started getting friends. Nobody liked me growing up. So, you know, it you know, just he stands about 6 1/4 inches tall, so that means that Cammy will be about I'm gonna say about 5 1/4 tall to the groove. Probably about 5 1/4 tall, because he's supposed to be taller than both Fei Long and Cammy. And Fei Long, I already know he was already supposed to be a little guy, because he was inspired from what I did. I saw an interview a long time ago where the creator of Street Fighter said he got his inspiration from Bruce Lee, as you can tell, and Liu Kang as well too. You know, so got him next to a couple Indiana Jones figures, Harrison Ford and the James Bond looking attire, and I can't think of that one guy's name right here. He's one of the evil guys, and as you see, he's taller than both of them. Got him next to a couple AEW figures, and as you can see, he kind of matches up with the width and the mass, and semi-height of these figures right here. So you could throw him in a bunch and think he's actual. Well, you know he ain't an AEW figure, but he looks too cartoony. So I don't have a problem with him looking cartoony at all. Some people say they don't like it, but I was like, he came from a video game that was like a cartoon. So I mean, no. Then got him next to Chun-Li and Ken, and I do know he's way taller than Ken. So just looking at the figures, I was like, well, they figure, so why complain? And you know, it is what it is. Then got him next to a couple DC comic figures, the elderly version of Superman. Oh no, that's Batman. I said Superman, my bad, Batman. And he look almost like Superman to a degree. And then got the Flash right here. So, and then got him next to a couple WWE figures. What's his name? Tomasino. I can't remember. I gotta talk about him soon on a video. And then Braun Breaker. So, and he, you know, he's the same height as what's his name? Tomasino. I don't know the man's name. I can't pronounce his name. I gotta look at the box. But he's neck and neck with these WWE figures, AEW figures. He really Street Fighter figures, period. And then got him next to Ryu, one of my favorite characters on the Street Fighter series, and you know, Ryu and Ken's the same height, so he's definitely supposed to be taller than both of these guys. Why? Come on, Jada Toys. But Jada Toys does a good job with their articulation of their figures. So you know, I can overlook the height part to a degree, but at the same time, it's like, if I know this character is tall, but we're not gonna keep on talking about that. I keep running my mouth. Ryu's just ready to go ahead and whoop the Jamaican singer. And for fun factor, back in the early 90s, reggae music and Jamaican music, reggae music, same thing as Jamaican music. I don't know why I said it like that. My apologies, folks. It was very hot at that time, so you know, you had your like Shabba Ranks and Shaggy, them all out around them times, and other reggae artists as well too that I didn't get the name. So I think them adding DJ into the mix kind of made sense, and it started a good popularity for Street Fighter, because I remember Super Street Fighter came out. I don't know about y'all, but in 1993 I was in the fifth grade, fourth or fifth grade, one of them two, and Super Street Fighter, everybody in my school was talking about it. If you had it at your house on Super Nintendo or Sega Genesis, people want to be your buddy. They want to use you. And then last but not least, we got I just want to throw this in for fun factor. Peter Parker and Mary Jane Watson from the Hasbro Lab, not Hasbro Lab, I'm lying. Hasbro VHS Marvel Legends series. These are like my favorite. This is my favorite genre of Spider-Man, the series in the early 90s. This was very nostalgic to me. As you can see, and then Aunt May's like, Peter hasn't been treating Mary Jane right. Would you like to take her out for cheesecake? Sure. Skid up. All right, folks. So there we have it. We have Ultra Street Fighter 2 Dee Jay figure. And I say add them to your collection, because I'm going to get all of them. I wonder in the next few years, would Jada Toys come out with some other figures. Like, I really want to get I want them to come out like Fatal Fury. Fatal Fury was another one of my favorite fighting games back in the early days. And there was a game that I had on, I thought it was on Neo Geo. It was a Neo Geo system back in the day. It used to be on arcade, where they had the knights fighting each other, a couple karate people. I want to know if I want to know really if they got like projects they're gonna work on with different video game companies. Because Street Fighter has been phenomenal, and a lot of the other Street Fighter figures in the past, I can't afford them. But this is a good price, if you pay $24.99 for it online. I didn't want to pay $11 from the flea market, so I would like to thank all my friends for subscribing to my YouTube channel, The Boy with the Pimpers of the Toys. Please all make sure you like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel, The Boy with the Pimpers of the Toys. Please all make sure you like, share, subscribe to your family, your friends, and all of your enemies. And also follow me on X and Instagram at The Boy with the Pimpers of the Toys is on screen. So, looks like Dee Jay has a date. Aunt May says, take care of my niece. Well, she's my nephew's woman. And Peter Parker's like, hey, man. And he's like, he got the girl, everybody. She's a little bit dangerous. Everybody have a good day. I'm so silly.